Everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. In this little square baking dish that's microwave proof, I've got some Corningware, but you know it was made before microwaves were invented, so I was afraid to use it. But anyway, make sure that it has high sides on it. We're going to make some banana pudding, and we're going to make the pudding in the microwave. Now in this little container already I've got 1.5 cups of sugar and 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour and somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And you're going to get it mixed up real well because you're going to put this in the microwave and you don't want any failures. Alright, now into this I'm going to add a total of 4 cups of milk. This is 2. And here's another 2 going in. You do not want this to boil over in your microwave. That's why you need high sides. Alright, we're just going to stir it until the sugar seems like it's dissolved. Alright, and when I get to that point, I'll bring you back. Alright, I got it all stirred up, and now I also added, you can add 1 to 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And since I've never made this before, I added, excuse me, 1.5 teaspoons. And I've got everything mixed up in here. And if you're using a square pan, be sure and get those corners, because I found sugar globbed up having a meeting in those corners. Now you're going to put this concoction in the microwave for 3 minutes, and I'll be back. Our first 3 minutes are up, and while this is still not real hot and not beginning to thicken, I have 4 egg yolks. I've already beat them, but I want to temper them a little bit. I don't want scrambled eggs in here. So after your first 3 minutes, you're going to put your 4 egg yolks in and stir it up again. I saw some sugar. It's about, it's doing pretty good. Alright, so now I'm going to put this in, put my egg yolks in the warm water or milk mixture, and I want to make sure I get all of them in there because I had a little accident separating my eggs, so I may not have quite 4 yolks, but I've come close. And that was all the eggs I had, was 4. So anyway, don't put the whole egg in. You're just going to put the yolks in. You're going to get it stirred up real good again, and then it's going back into the microwave a second time. Our pudding section is out. Now it has begun to thicken up. This goes into your microwave. The only time you have to take it out is when you add your egg yolks. But every 3 minutes you're going to stir it. You're going to open the door and stir it with a whisk. And sometimes it may need a minute or two more. But this is thickening up like it should. Now while that was happening, I went to the store and I bought this box of mini moon pies. And I broke them up. There's 6 in here. That was the largest box they had. But I broke them up, all 6 of them. And I cut up 7 bananas. Now, let me tell you, the bowl that you actually use to heat your custard in is going to get very hot. So be sure and use something to protect your hands, mitts or whatever. Alright, down in the bottom, I'm going to have to scoot around here. Down in the bottom of this bowl, I'm going to put half of these moon pies. Can you all see it? Well, half of them in there. What I'm just going to eyeball it because I didn't divide it. Alright, half of the moon pies. Oh, half of the, I used 7 bananas, half of them. Now, I'm going to pour, I hope. Let me dry my hands off. I sure would hate for that thing to slip. With my, using my little hand covers, I'm going to move this back a minute because I do not want to be uncomfortable when I do this. Hopefully. Alright. Here's my pudding. Wash off my whisk real quick here. When I took it out of the microwave, I added about 2 tablespoons of butter, just hoping it would give it a richer flavor. And I used whole milk. I used whole milk in it. Alright, here we go. I'll tell you what I'm going to try to do is get it to a corner. It is very hot, you guys, so be careful. I'm going to put about half of it over the bananas and the moon pies. Here comes the second half, which I may have not evened them up right, but moon pies are big and they got marshmallows in them, so they should do. Here's the other half of the bananas. I wish I could take credit for this recipe, but I can't. This came off a channel on YouTube. Appelachias Homestead was the name of it. You can watch her make it. She also makes regular banana pudding. Alright. That's about as even as I'm going to get it spread out. Now, I probably used more than half of the pudding in it the first time. So, here we go with the second part of it. And this is hot on the bottom, but it's not too bad if you're holding it on the sides. For me, that doesn't mean that it'll be that way for you. Woo! I'll try to get what's left in here out so I can cover all of it. Oh my goodness, that is so hot. I'm such an idiot. Alright guys. That's all I'm doing. I can't hold it anymore. And there's your moon pie banana pudding. Now I'm going to give it just a minute to cool off. The recipe, of course, will be down below. And then we'll be back. Let me give you a better look at it. Hey, we're back. I let this cool a few minutes. It's still bubbling. But this is wonderful. I've got a bowl of it right here. And I tasted it. And see, the moon pie starts to melt. And the chocolate and marshmallow get throughout the banana pudding. It's delicious. The custard, it's 4 3-minute increments in the microwave, and the only time you take it out is the first time when you add the egg yolks and get it whisked in real good. Then after 3 minutes you just whisk it right in your microwave. I let mine go an extra minute because it just didn't look like it was thick enough for me. But of course it's going to thicken as it cools. Now the only thing I have to say is that, and it could be because of the moon pies, 1.5 cups of sugar was a little too much for me. You know, when I make it again, and there will be a next time, I'm going to start with 1 cup, or maybe 1.25 cups. But it's absolutely delicious. Sam is going to be so sorry he missed this. Well, thank you for coming in and spending part of your day with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, please. And subscribing only takes a minute. It only takes a minute. So until next time, you all take care.